What's going on, everybody? My name's Israel. You're watching Best with Izzy. And yes, sir, I am back in the studio. I know it's been a while. And as you can probably hear my voice, I am a little bit sick. So that's no excuse. I still had to get in the studio. So I hope you don't mind my voice. Also, my laptop right now is being super loud. I don't know what's going on with the fan, but I think it's a fan of me, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, it's screaming right now. So I hope that goes away. But anyways, so this video is actually gonna be about, did we hit the bottom of crypto? You know, are we only going up from here, or do we still have a ways to go down? So let's dive into it. This is just my personal take based on the research I've done. So yeah, it's basically very much personal to what I think is going to happen. So let's dive right into it now. All right, guys. So diving into the charts first of all of Bitcoin, because you always got to look at Bitcoin before you actually give your perspective on things of how we're gonna go. Because Bitcoin leads the way, as we all know, at all times. So looking at the chart for Bitcoin right now, I'm gonna just do some TA and show you guys what I think. So we're basically in multiple patterns right now, all at the same time. And one of the most obvious patterns right now is the bullish pennant, as you can see here. So, we had this very strong upswing, and then now we're just kind of like, vacillating in this range, going up and down, up and down. And for you guys who know, when Bitcoin does this pattern, it stays in this range, up, down, up, down, up, down. And right now, we could be at the point of breakout right now, and that target would be about 93,500. But what I personally think is going to happen is it's going to bounce from that top point and go back down to here until at least Monday or Tuesday, because I think that it's going to wait for what the overall market's going to do, what the stock market's going to do, and what the major news is going to be next week. So the other pattern that I've seen in Bitcoin right now is we're still kind of in a ascending channel right now. So let me just delete these lines right now, right here, and right now. Come on, work with me, baby. Work with me. All right. So, as you guys can see, we're in a ascending channel, and this is kind of like the bottom range. Boom. Boom. Okay, no, a little bit more. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So, as you can see, we're in a ascending channel. So it's like two patterns in one. So it's up to you guys what you think is the actual pattern. Because as you can see, we've been in this pattern since Monday, April 7th, and we're still in it, basically 2 weeks later. So is it going to bounce up from here? I think the actual pattern is actually the bullish pennant that I showed at first. So I think we might go down again a little bit. I think back down to about 82,800-ish. So if I bring up the other pattern again, you see where I'm saying right there? I think we might bounce again at like 83,500 right there. And then it's going to wait until Monday or Tuesday till we go back up again. And that's just my perspective on Bitcoin right now. All right, so and I just want to kind of talk about some things that I'm seeing with Bitcoin and crypto overall that's happening. Is I'm starting to see that Bitcoin is not really moving any lower, even based on any negative news. So I feel like Bitcoin is now starting to go against the grain. So because it's going against the grain, it's showing that it's kind of starting to pave its own path. And how do I say this? It's starting to it's starting to be independent of the stock market. Because I noticed, I think 2 weeks ago, the stock market was dipping, but Bitcoin wasn't really dipping any lower. So that typically is a sign of a bottom, right? A market bottom. So let me actually just pull up the charts, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, just so it's a little easier to see. Oh yeah, and one other thing I want to talk about. You can see right here, like when you see this pattern, this is called a double bottom. It's kind of like a W. So clear to see. So clear to see. You see right here? Boom and boom. All right, that's a dub. You know, Bitcoin is taking dubs. You can say that. All right. So you see right here. Right there was kind of when everything crashed. Even the stock market, everything crashed. And the way you really even see confirmation is when you see the volume is also going up. You can tell that people really were saying this is the bottom of the bottoms. And actually, it can relate all the way back to the previous all-time high in March of 2024, literally a year ago. And that's very strong support levels slash resistance levels. So that's kind of a confirmation to say that I think that was the bottom, because it doesn't make sense for us to go lower. I'm pretty sure some people had their sell orders right here. So if they're selling right there, I don't think anyone's selling below that. So if that's the case, I think if you would have bought down there, I think you're good. And I think we should be going up to the mid 90s, probably within the next few months. Okay, I guess TradingView doesn't want to work for me. It's trying to ruin the video. All right, I see how it is. Okay, so I guess only the 4-hour works. Okay, the 4-hour chart works. Okay, so guys, so ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. All right, we got a W pattern right here. Look at this. Look at the next target based on this W pattern. I'm going to show you guys right here and right now. Where are you? Where's my tools? The line tools. So the way this W pattern works, you can predict kind of where the price is going to end up by measuring from the top of that W to the bottom. That's where you see that line. And that brings us up to 91,000-ish. You could, push that up to there. And that's literally a coincidence with this one too, the bullish pennant, like right about there. So I think there's a lot of signs pointing upwards. Let's check out the RSI while I'm here. I like to do everything off the cuff. I don't really like to plan too much, because I like myself being in the natural nature of things, when I'm doing these technical analysis. All right, let's pull up the RSI so we can see if we're oversold or overbought. Let me see indicators. I should have this in my favorites, just so I don't gotta waste 10 seconds. I know you guys' time is very valuable, and I thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so as you can see, okay, yeah, we're overbought, guys. We're overbought on the 4-hourly from yesterday. Oh no, today is Saturday. So yeah, from today. What about on the daily? Oh wow, we're even overbought on the daily. So yeah, I think for sure in the short term, for the next few days, for sure we are coming down. And that's actually why I am in a Solana short right now and in a Sui long, because I'm kind of trying to balance out my portfolio to where even if we dip to the downside, I'm making money, and if we go to the upside, I'm still making that bad. All right, that's how you need to do your trades, guys. If you're at an advanced level, you can start doing that. Really, even a beginner level, it's not exclusive to advanced, but that's really something you can do with your trades, and it does help. And actually, guys, one more thing I wanted to talk about is Solana. I was kind of wondering why it was boosting so much this week, and I found out that the first Canadian ETF just came out. It says April 15th. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like it was April 15th. So that's why I'm like, I was seeing Solana outpace everything else, and I was like, what's going on? Because yeah, Bitcoin is slightly pumping, but I was kind of curious of why Solana was pumping even more. So that's why I'm in a Solana short, because I do think Solana is way overbought. So actually, let's dive into Solana's chart right now, real quick, while we're here, and uh, just see, yeah, that's way overbought, guys. 4 hour is overbought. The daily is overbought. So it's obviously showing that people are overbuying this thing. My stop loss is at 142, so I hope it doesn't hit that. I'm thinking it could go back down to at least 130-ish. Let me just do the analysis right now before I start capping over here. All right. Come on. Come on, TradingView. Bro, it's always like when I start recording videos, it gets nervous. Alright guys, so like we can see, Solana is kind of in a weird pattern right now. I mean, this is the hourly chart. It's out of this ascending channel that I drew here, so I can't really say, oh yeah, we're still in this ascending channel. So what you can do, like, you can basically draw a new ascending channel right here and say it's in a new ascending channel, you know what I mean, and it could go within these ranges, but it's a little too soon. So anyways, there's not much to say on that, guys. That's only what I think about the bottom right now. How far high are we maybe gonna go? Like I said, maybe 93-ish thousand on Bitcoin. And should you buy now? I think you should be buying now, dollar cost average, and also be in some shorts because you want to make money when it's going down right now, because I think everything's gonna cool off until Monday or Tuesday, and then I think we're gonna blast off from there. Do I have anything else? No, that's it, guys. That's it for this video. As you can see, I'm pretty sick. I look like I'm about to go sleep right now, and I might just go do that. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Just like that, I'm gone. Peace.